Go live, say what up, hang out, yada yada. Hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. Rocking with this shield and kite right now, the front flipper. Posted a little overview on it today. Solid budget blade. If you like front flippers, not everybody does, but that's okay. Their access lock is really, really good, though. I will say that. Not too much resistance. Nice and smooth. But pretty good buy for $78. Luckily, I won it, so I like their logo. It's pretty cool. But yeah. Saturday night, figured I'd go live. Say what up, kick it. Got a bunch of solid blades out tonight. Some good budget blades. Some good non-budget blades. But yeah, I like this thing a lot. Pretty good front flipper. Been rocking this a lot. Oh. Steven Parks, what up, though? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're having a good night. But yeah, I've been carrying this quite a bit since I got it. I like it. I'm a fan. Also, my first Magna cut, so that's pretty cool. Looks good. I like the orange. I want to grab an orange clip to go with it.
No, just keep moving on the fucking Candy Crush.
Oh. Candy Crush will get you, babe. What can you do? But yeah, good action on those phosphor bronze bearings. Steven Parks, what you carrying tonight, brother? What you got in the pockets? I'm a big fan, though. Good action. Break it in. Soy, what's going on? Hope you're doing good. Carlos, hope you're doing good. Melina, hope you're doing good. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. But yeah, I've been carrying that bad boy a lot right now. But brought some bangers out. Got an OTF out. Thank you. Appreciate it. The classic Microtech, Ultratech. I love their logo. She's a little beat up, but you know, she'll do. Ran out of stickers, so got to finish a sticker in the table. So hopefully soon we'll grab some more stickers. Got the MSI from Microtech. I like this bad boy a lot. This is one of my favorite carries. I like the everyone says that looks like a raptor or a dinosaur. I can see it. But yeah, that's a great one. Like only one? If I could only have one knife, what would it be? That's a tough question. Really tough question. But a great knife that I think everybody should have in their collection is one of these bad boys right here. QSB Penguin. You can grab one from like 25 bucks all the way up to super fancy versions for like a couple hundred, you know. But this is in brass, so this is like a $60 version. But I think this is like one of the gold standards of budget knives. So if like you're looking for a good pocket knife on a budget, this is definitely one to check out. This is in D2 blade steel. So pretty good corrosion resistance, pretty easy to resharpen if you need to. but one of the gold standards for sure. Fenrir top liner lock and Workos light. Nice. Fenrirs are sweet looking knives. I got a couple Tenables out on the table tonight. I don't have a Fenrir in the collection yet, but I do have a Model 6 from Tenable, which is another great budget offering. I like that sheep's foot blade. The thumb studs on that bad boy are a little weird. Takes some like getting used to. They call them, I've heard them called toilet plunger handles or something like that, but they're like triangular. Not bad, just a little different. The knife I hate the most in my collection? Oh man. Shoot, I don't even know. Yeah. Good question. And I like to pretty much carry everything too, use everything, try to. But man, that's a hard question. On the table, the one I like the least would probably be, man, hard one. Probably this one just because it's a little more budgetier of a knife, right? So the FRN handles are a little less durable than some other ones on the table. But this is a really good knife for 29 bucks, for 30 bucks. Can't really beat it. It's an AARPM blade steel, and their FRN handles got a decent pocket clip. Their lock is nice and smooth and easy to manipulate. And it's a really good knife too for like 30 bucks, but I guess that would probably be that and this one would probably be the lower of the two for me. And this one just because size-wise, I have like big meaty hands and sometimes the smaller knives are just kind of harder for me to get a hold of. But I do like this because it's a front flipper. But you got a Vosteed Acorn right here, a great $60 budget knife. And then this is the CJRB Acacia that you can pick up for like 29 bucks. And I have links too in my channel description. If you're looking for one of these bad boys, you can use my links too to grab one. 29 bucks, can't beat it. And then this is a newer budget one I got from Everyday City Carry from Ray in a giveaway. I'm not sure on the model or the blade steel, but I do really, really like the blade shape and has super good action for a budget knife. I really like this one. Sun cut. You can actually grab some sun cuts at Walmart now, which is really cool. Hey, you have a good day too. I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you very much. Carlos, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Solid pocket clip on this sun cut.
Like and subscribe.
Good mic, Carter. I don't know how long we'll be going live for tonight, but I figured I'd at least go for a little while here. Hang out, BS. On this one, I've had my eyes on for quite a while since they came out, but I actually ended up picking it up off a buddy in the secondary, and it was a really good deal. These are designed for saltwater environments, so highly corrosive resistant. Really good action. You were going to pay a little bit more for it, but it'll also live up to those environments. This is an CPM Magnacut, excuse me. Really like this blade. Good full-size knife. But hey, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know, like I said, I don't know how long we'll be on for tonight, but figured I'd go live and hang out for a little while, see what's up, see how everyone's feeling. Dallas, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. But yeah, I really like the orange and the blue on there. Florida colors. I need to get an orange Lynch pocket clip to match. But yeah, this is a good blade. Good blade for sure. But yeah, another one from Tenable I really like. If you guys haven't checked out anything from Tenable, is the Bomber. This thing is a beast. Huge chunk of D2 steel with titanium pocket clip, titanium backspacer. This is their twill carbon fiber pattern. Oh, but I really like this blade. Sometimes these are hard to find, but if you can find one, I highly recommend it. You got the steel liners in there. A little on the heavier side, a little thicker. It is a thick boy. You are right, darling. You got the wife hanging out in the background tonight. She's over there playing Clue. Killing it, you know. It was probably Mr. Mustard in the library with the candlestick, but hey, you know, who knows, right? But also, huge shout out to Tenable Knives because I lost the pivot screw when I got this. And I reached out to them and was like, hey, you know what? I'll just shoot them an email, see if they'll send me a new one. And they sent me a giant bag of hardware to replace the pivot screws. So that was super cool of them. So Tenable Knives are an awesome budget brand that I highly recommend checking out. And the cool thing is about this bad boy is this is like a $300-400 design, right? That, you know, if you're not into knives that are that expensive, like a lot of people aren't, no big deal. But if you are, it's cool that a company like Tenable is offering the design of a $300 knife for under $100. That's really cool. So if you really like their designs, you know what I mean? That's something worth checking out. So, and I have a link for Tenable in my profile as well. Really good action, but this one, I will say, could be on the more dangerous side because the weight of that blade, if you're not careful with it, it could really guillotine you. Yeah, Carlos, I got kids, brother, man, so I do know that all too well, I am afraid. It's pretty funny. They've been on that whole kit, though, you know. I got a middle schooler, you know what I mean? So, yeah. I live in that existence right now, but that's okay. She's a good kid. But yeah, 6'7" is the rage with the kids for sure. And I always send her the video from Austin Powers when he's talking to his dad, and they're like, yeah, she was all 6s and 7s, a crazy lady. So that's what I tell her it's from. I don't know if that's true, but that's my dad. That's my dad lore.
I was gonna say that I don't even think there's a meaning towards it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just forever sending the scene of from Austin Powers to everybody to be like, yeah, that's why. I don't know why that's why or if that's right, and I don't care. But that's my dad lore. I'm creating the dad lore for the next generation.
Yeah.
So, you know. But yeah, great offering from Tenable for sure. Oh man, you got to be more specific. I got too many. I try on the table. We got all the homies YouTube channels. Big Red EDC over there. Weldon Carey over there. Got the homie Titanium Justin down here. Kenman over here. Big Red again over there. Oh Father EDC. The homie Weldon Carey. We got Kelly's Paracord. If you can see that one. I like that one. Super colorful. You got Splitting Slices, EDC Round Table, BEDC up there, Lefty EDC over there, Fook, the homie Fook Doozle. Yeah, a lot of the homies channels. Got some over on the other side too. Blade Alchemy, Adventure 50, Everyday City Carry, Jimmy Crow, New Breed EDC, Blade HQ, Viking Revolution, The Killer Bunny, Traditional Pocket Knife, Smoky Mountain Knife Works, Zero Skateboards, Case Knives, The Nine Club, because I'm a huge Nine Club fan. So shout out everybody at the Nine Club. Love those dudes. Bluminati, Ninja, Twisted Sister. Oh yeah, can't forget Mr. Ron Crow. Oh, you live right by Smoky Mountain Knife Works? That is what's up, dude. I cannot wait to go there one day. It's I'm in Michigan, so it's a bit of a hike to Smoky Mountain Knife Works, but one day I will definitely make my way there. I got to make sure I can take a few paychecks there. If I had one wish, what would that be? Man, I have no idea. One wish would probably be that everyone could be good, not just me, you know? But yeah. Yeah, totally, man. 180,000 square foot knife store. Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, we got to go to Smoky Mountain Knife Works, babe. It's in Tennessee.
Well, we want to go to Tennessee anyways.
We do. I've been to Nashville quite a few times. There's this place in Nashville. It's called the Nashville Tactical Lounge. Super cool. Super cool. I bought a Microtech SOCOM from there when I was a little bit younger. But cool place. I didn't get to go in person, though. I bought it offline, so whatever. But yeah. Just bought a Cold Steel Recon M1 and Magna Cut. What do you think of the knife? Oh man, that is honestly such a great knife. I do not have any Cold Steel in my collection, but Andrew Demko, man, is such a legendary knife designer. I do have a Demko 8020.5 upstairs. It's black and orange too. I love that knife. But the Cold Steel Recon 1 is probably one of, like, arguably the strongest folding knives out there, really. That's a really solid price, especially if it's in Magna Cut. Magna Cut's a really good corrosive resistant steel. That's what I believe this is in Magna Cut. CPM Magna Cut, which is, I think, Benchmade's exclusive version of Magna Cut. Or sorry, guys.
I like that.
Yeah, Magna Cut. So I'm really excited to see if this Magna Cut and how good it performs and holds up, because this is the first Magna Cut I've owned in my collection. And yeah, I think I paid, or yeah, like all said and done, I think this was about 150, 165. I got it on the secondary plus shipping. But that was from the homie, so
Look at it. Oh, I'll show you later.
good action. Got to break in that access lock, though. It's a little bit stiff. You have a katana. I have a Boss Katana guitar amp, but I don't have any swords. That's a really good deal. Is that I'm assuming that's the Gen 2, right? Not the Gen 3. Because the Gen 3 would probably be like 475, 575. The ZBP system, which is really awesome. I don't own ZBP OTF yet, but one day soon here, I'll get one for sure. Add it to the never-ending knife list, you know. You know how it goes. There's always another knife. Always something cool to grab. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a good Saturday. Hope everyone is enjoying their weekend. Yeah, see, that sounds right. Okay, wait, is it the ZBP, dude? Or is it this body style? Or is it the one that has the new pocket clip and the new hardware?
It's on that channel. I just went to his channel.
Oh, brother. That's the motherfucking X-Wing one. My wife just went to your channel, bro. She just was showing me that
The orange and white one.
dude, that Smoky Mountain knife works exclusive, the X-Wing. That is sick, dude. That is sick, sick, sick. As you can tell, well, you probably couldn't, but I'm a big Star Wars nerd myself. And also, I think, in my personal opinion, I think the Hellhound blade shape is one of my all-time favorite blade shapes. It looks so good. It's such a great knife.
That orange and white though.
Yeah, it's supposed to be after the X-Wing suits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Ultratech over the 85, but everybody says that the UTX 85s are like the perfect carry size. But I like the Ultratech personally. I got a bigger hand. It's like really quite perfect for size wise. I've owned and like got rid of a Scarab 2, which I regret getting rid of the Scarab 2. The Scarab 2 I should have kept. But I've carried um, CTs for a while, and when you carry a CT, man, and you really get used to that old Microtech CT trigger, and then you go back to an Ultratech, it's such like butter, you know. This is a great blade. I love it. Big fan of Microtech for sure.
Is that the one?
Kershaw Auto. Oh, dude, the Kershaw Launch series, man, that's a great side opening auto series. I don't have any side opening autos down here right now, but I have I have a few of the SOCOMs. I have two out the side SOCOMs. I have one manual SOCOM. I love SOCOMs, man. They're great knives. Oh, right on. You go to school with Libby, probably, maybe. I don't know. That's cool. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Ultratech for sure. Um, I don't own any ProTech yet. That's a side opening auto that I really would like to get my hands on as a ProTech. Probably like a TR3 would be sick. But really, anything that Les George has ever designed is can't go wrong. I mean, the guy's one of the greatest knife designers in history. But yeah. Oh yeah, Godfather is a sick blade. Um, I'm just technically I'm not allowed to carry double-edged blades where I live, so um, I also have a Tonto Ultratech that I like to carry a lot more. This one I don't give too much pocket time to. But yeah, a lot of good blades out there. But yeah, I prefer 9 mil over 45. Oh, my bad. I thought you were asking 45 or 22. My bad. But yeah, that's a great knife from Benchmade. I love that. Also, my first Benchmade. Um, Great blade. This front flipper is awesome. Love it. Great action. I love that stonewashed finish on this. Super good. Also really like that logo too. That's pretty cool. Oh man, I have one upstairs. The beef. I don't have the newer version though. I have the original run of the beef, the D2 version in red micarta, red and black. It's a sweet budget knife, man. That blade shape on the beef is really good. How it's like harpooned a little bit, but just a little bit. That's a great knife. Um, I love the excuse me. I love the beef for sure. The Titanium Arcade Pro is on my list too. I love that knife. The Shark Lock and the Snex Lock, those are such great fidgety blades. And like, if you're gonna carry a knife, right? Might as well carry something with some fidget factor to it, you know what I mean? That's why another reason that I love these ram locks. They're so fidgety to just whip out like that. And I've been saying this, but I seen somebody post this at the I think it was either the New York Custom Knife Show or the California Custom Knife Show, but I've been saying this since they introduced the ram lock. I want a damn SOCOM with the ram lock, and I think they're going to do it, which is really cool. That would be sick. Oh wow, that makes a lot of sense. I did not know that either. But that does make a lot of sense. I like see, okay, I was wondering if Flytanium offers any secondary for this yet. I would assume because it's been out for a couple years now, right? But I really want to get orange pocket clip, and I think it would be sick to get orange hardware to match. That'd be really cool. I'm not too big into like customizing myself or anything, but I just think those little touches would make it look really, really unique. Yeah, just that little more, you know what I mean? It's my first Benchmade, so I got to get something for it, you know? Everybody puts aftermarket stuff, I feel like, on their Benchmades, but that's not a bug out though, right? Like everybody switches up the bug out because it's the bug out and there's so many damn parts for it. But I don't know if you know, the same thing exists for this. But I'm sure there's something out there, you know. But I think that would be cool for the orange to match the orange lanyard and thumb studs, get the orange pocket clip, maybe hardware. That'd be cool. Never ending knife projects, you know. Great front flipper. I think it's way easier to front flip this bad boy than this bad boy because it's bigger. So the bigger size makes it easier, I think. And I also have like fat sausage fingers. You know what I mean? So take that into consideration. But Vosteed Acorn, great budget blade. That's a front flipper. If you guys don't mess with front flippers, this is a great one to start to get you into it for, you know, under 70 bucks. But this one, I guess they discontinued, so who knows? I wonder if you could find one of these in like a clearance or closeout special or something. But probably not, but you never know, right? Oh yeah, totally, brother. It's just like you never know. I see the blank canvas, right? You got the artist eye, so it's like you can see the limitless potential. But yeah, and then also it's really cool that like Flytanium has all those secondary parts for bug outs and stuff like that. So, but I didn't know that Blade HQ owned Flytanium, but that makes sense. That does make sense. But yeah, and then I was like super surprised with the action on the Sen cut. Kershaw Bel Air, no, but it's on my list. That would be a good knife. I really like that one for sure. I also don't have any of the launch series from Kershaw. I would like to try some of the launch series as well. I do like automatic out the side knives as well. I like that blade shape on that Sen cut. It's got a good one. Reverse Tonto, sheep's foot-esque, whatever.
Do you like manually opening a knife more or just a button?
Man, that's a good question. But I tell you, when I was younger, I liked side opening autos more. Then I like moved that into OTFs. Then from OTFs, I like reverted back to manuals.
Yeah,
and
like just flicking it.
Yeah, and now I just like want to try everything at least once, you know, like
Yeah.
Not necessarily every brand, but like every opening mechanism, every locking system, you know. But yeah, the madness that is collecting, you know. Yeah, I totally feel you on that, brother. Like, once you get bit by that bug, it's just a whole nother thing.
I love my Benchmade. Or not my Benchmade, my Microtech.
Yeah, your SOCOM is sick. The out the side SOCOMs are super, super hard firing, and they
Scary for
last a long
people. I
time.
always have to warn people when I give them a knife to use.
Yeah, a Microtech is definitely one of those knives that you have to literally just be like, hey, warning, that will fly out of your hand. There we go. Awkward arm angles. But yeah, and also for anybody out there thinking like, oh, I don't want to carry an OTF or an out the side opening automatic because it'll go off in your pocket. They don't. They really don't. It is. I've carried an out the side or an OTF for like 5 years and never once had one go off in my pocket by any mean or measure. Great blade. Great blade shape. The legendary Ultratech. This one's in 204p blade steel.
What's the type of Benchmade that you have?
I have the Benchmade Adira.
Oh.
So there's three. They made the Adira, the mini Adira, and then they made a fixed blade with like that turquoise and that orange. And those are like made for saltwater environments, made for like fishing and stuff like that. So I gotta take it fishing. If you got it, you got to, right? That sounds awesome. Those Italian stilettos, man, those are something else, man. A whole nother level. Especially if it's real Italian, you know what I mean? Just crazy. Yeah, I really like this thing. I'm partial to it. I've only had it in my pocket for less than 3 days, maybe. Less than 5 days. I think I got this on Tuesday,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken. And then I got that Sen cut right there, and then I got that Shield and Kite right there on Wednesday from a giveaway. They landed. Oh yeah, we're gonna have the wife pull it up, brother.
What?
Ron Crow, what up, doe? Henry G, what up, doe? Hope you guys are doing good. I'm gonna call you just 2A. So 2A, that's what's up, man. I'm gonna sub to you after this, for sure. But yeah, I'm a fan of this bad boy, man. I can't put it down, really. I noticed that with Benchmade's access lock, you just gotta get like wristy with it. You gotta give it a little wrist like that, and then it's boom. It's right in there. Andrew, you got it, brother. But yeah, can't stop fidgeting with that one. 154 cm, flat grind. Like that logo, it looks real cool. G10, solid pocket clip. Excuse me.
Can I just let this all out?
Sounds like a thing.
No, don't.
You know what? I love you. But yeah. Hope everyone's having a good Saturday night. No, yeah, you know what, brother? I'll tell you right now, if I didn't get that on the secondary, I straight up probably wouldn't have bought it. Cause they retail brand new for like 275, 250, 275, depending. And
That's not bad compared to a Microtech.
no, you're right. That's not big. That's not bad for that Benchmade, right? But Benchmade made a few other models, specifically one like the Narrows, which was like a $700-800 knife that was well overpriced, and a lot of people didn't like that, rightfully so.
I'm on
Um,
the website right now. I was looking.
but yeah, I like that knife a
Bug
lot.
out.
Yeah, Bug Out is the one that everybody got when it like first came out or whatever. But rightfully so, they are really good knives, you know. And I mean, if it's good, it's good. So there's a reason everybody loves it, you know.
Oh, this one's a cool one.
And it is American made, which is sick.
Got red thumb.
Thumb studs.
Red and black, man. My favorite.
But yeah, this is a huge knife, the MSI. I like this one a lot. Good full size blade. Both these bad boys are pretty big. Magna Cut and then Microtech's M390 MK.
I didn't realize how late it was. I'm gonna go upstairs in a few minutes.
Okie dokie artichokey.
1:30 in the morning. Why are you guys all up?
But yeah. The ram lock's super good. I really like it.
Whoa.
And I'll get my SOCOM with a ram lock one of these days, I'm telling you. I know they're gonna do it. I think I need to get some some scales for this bad boy. Maybe some titanium scales or some frag scales or something. That'd be cool. Yeah, what's the Narrows? The Benchmade Narrows retails for, it was over $600, $700. I think it was closer to 8 when it came out or whatever. And that's the one that kind of got everybody upset. Cheers, everybody. But also there was a string of them. There was a few Benchmades in a row that seemed to get everybody up in arms at the same time. But yeah, Ron Crow, shout out. I got your sticker. Oh, it's a little reflective. There you go. See it? Ron Crow right there. But yeah. So, you know, what can you do? Boss-eat acorn. You know what? That's really fair, Cameron. I can't say I disagree with you on that, man. Can't say I disagree on that. Especially the last few newer models that they released at the like it significantly, there's like a step up in increase in price, and it didn't really correlate or translate with any, I would say, change in production or material or anything like that. But you know, I understand everybody kind of had some price changes at a certain point, right? And then it kind of switched back. But who knows, man? Maybe we'll see things come back down. Maybe we won't. You never know. You never know. But things are cyclical, right? So everything comes and goes, ebbs and flows, so on and so forth, yada yada.
What's your favorite brand of knife?
My favorite brand is probably gonna have to be Microtech. I'm pretty partial to them over the years. I've probably had the most Microtechs in my collection at once. Probably traded the most Microtechs. Used a few to upgrade to other things. I actually won a few Microtechs in some raffles And I saved 2 brand new Microtechs and traded them for a brand new pistol. And that was a really solid trade. I got to walk away spending $0 and get a brand new pistol for 2 brand new Microtechs. So that was really solid. But probably Microtech is probably my top fave.
Yeah.
But I tell you, I really like Tenable. For a budget company, they're killing it. They're making some really great blades, and they're affordable, which is always awesome. Um, Unfortunately, I can't eat pizza like that anymore due to my stomach, but I like Jets pizza. If you're Michigan, or I don't know if you guys got Jets like where you are Jets Pizza. It's probably national chain, but Jets Pizza is really good.
The BLT pizza.
Yeah, I like a BLT pizza, and they do it without red sauce, and it's really, really good. But I traded those Microtech knives for a Springfield Armory Hellcat 9mm. That's what I EDC. I really like that pistol. It's a really good one. But yeah, Tenable's a great budget company that is making some sweet blades at relative affordable prices. I mean, this was like like I said, this is like a $300-400 design that you can get from Tenable for under $100. I think they're like $70, $60. Don't quote me on that. And then the model number 6 from Tenable, you can pick one of these up for $50, $55. Walmart and Target, I think, are owned by the same people, and it's technically the same stuff. But my kids like Target a lot. My youngest daughter always wants to go to Target and check it out, which is really funny. A Smith CXX, that's what's up. That sounds dope. Yeah, good call, Cameron. Walmart, they sell pocket knives. And speaking of, you can now grab a. Oh, sorry guys, keep bumping you. You can now grab a Sen Cut from Walmart. So if you're looking for a new EDC pocket knife, that's not like a ton of money. You can pick up a Sen Cut for under 60 or under $75. Get them at Walmart. Good blade steel. I'm not sure what this one is. It's probably either 14C or 154 cm, I would imagine. And I'm a really big fan of 14C, especially when it comes to blade steel. Holds its edge pretty good. You can use and abuse it pretty good. I took this bad boy to the office, which this is from Tenable, but this is 14C 28N. Took this to the office and I probably broke down like, I don't even know, 230 boxes with it. Something like that. Opened like 100 packages and it still holds a really good edge. All I did was wipe it off, so. But yeah, so now Walmart has that deal with Sen Cut and Civivi. So you can get some of those at Walmart, which is pretty cool. Not that I'm like a giant Walmart fan or anything. I just think it's cool that some of these knife companies are now available in stores like that. When, everyone's moving away from things like that nowadays, it's cool to just see one out in the wild at a store. And it's a good, reliable blade.
Especially dicks.
But yeah, great budget blade by Sencut. Great budget blade by Tenable. Model number 6. Good crossbar lock. And then the Bomber by Tenable. You gotta be careful not to guillotine your fingers though.
Oh, hell no, I just saw that it's snowing.
Oh no. No. Snow. No. Say it ain't so.
That sounds terrible.
That does sound awful. Yeah, mostly, I mean, it really depends, but there's this really cool knife store in Michigan that's up by Grand Rapids, which is like still like a 3-4 hour drive for me, but it's called The Way of the Knife, and they do some really cool customization stuff. Um, I saw the Bigfoot Spartan Harsey folder. They did that, and they do a lot of really cool one-off designs and crazy paint jobs and customizations.
Ooh, they got a kind of nice show
It's
coming
really
up.
worth checking out. And actually, they have a really cool social media presence. So, the Way of the Knife on IG, they're pretty cool. Check them out. They got crazy knives.
There's a kind of knife show coming up in
Oh yeah,
November.
heck yeah, we gotta go. I think we missed the last one because it was on Cheerfest, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
But yeah. Front flipper only, which I like. I got a Kubi that you can only reverse flick. I like that a lot too. That's what's up, Andrew. Yeah, there's good fishing out here for sure, dude, on the Great Lakes. You gotta be careful though, because the gales of November are calling.
The what?
I said the gales of November are calling.
Okay.
It was 7 p.m. Dallas, and the main hatchway gave in.
What are you talking about?
The damn wreck of the Edmund
Oh
Fitzgerald.
my god, I can't.
Yeah, yeah. Well, hey, you know what? It's important stuff.
Yeah, I know. Believe me, I know about all the Edmund Fitzgerald because of your nephew
Yeah, well,
and my mother.
it's important stuff.
I know everything about the Titanic. So. Alright, I'm out.
All right, love you. But yeah, solid offering from Shielden. Shieldon. Shielden Kite. But yeah, hope everyone's having a good Saturday. Just kicking it. Yeah, I'm about due for some good fishing, though, I'll tell you that. I haven't been fishing in quite a while. Funk Drizzle, what up, Doe? Hope you're doing good tonight, brother. S35 VNs. Let's see. I actually have some good concept. I have a good concept. The BTF, Japanese Tonto. That's an S35 VN. Concept does S35 VN pretty well, I would say. Totally worth checking out some concept designs, and they work with all kinds of designers. So, concept is definitely one you should check out, which is not this, but I don't have a concept on the table tonight, but they do S35VN really good, and offer it in like a lot of different designs. Like they have designers from all over the world, so totally worth checking concept out if you have not before. And I will say an underrated thing about concept knives, they have awesome packaging, and it is like really cool. Like a slide out, you get a slide out box, and then they have a pouch in the box, and then also a cleaning cloth and all that stuff. But it's just like one of those underrated little things that is like when it's done extra and when it's done like that, it's like, oh damn, this is really cool. And not that it's like you're not buying a pocket knife based off the packaging, right? But it's like one of those little extra things that really like makes you feel like you got your money's worth out of your purchase, right? And you can get one for, you can get a BTF from Concept, specifically the one I was referencing, for like 79 to like 110 bucks, depending on like the steel you get, or like the variety. They have some cool carbon fiber patterns. They have some cool like camo patterns. They have some glow patterns. Worth checking out for sure, especially if you like a Tonto blade or a Japanese Tonto blade. The navy blue center top. We got the CJRB Acacia. Um, and AAR PM9 blade steel, which works pretty dang good, I would say. Solid budget knife. You can pick this up for 29 bucks. And I actually do have a link in my profile of my page or whatever for CJRB as well. And 29 bucks, can't really beat it. FRN handle, um, light liners that are milled out in there. Um, yeah, solid action for 29 bucks, man. Can't really beat it. Good finish on there too. Looks pretty. I like the texturing on the handle. And when it comes to CJRBs, everybody has a pyrite. I feel like a pyrite light or a pyrite. And I wanted something different, so I went with the Acacia. And really solid $29 knife, right? You know, not a Microtech, but you know, $29.99. Can't go wrong. And also, yeah, have links for this bad boy as well. Another one I like to take to the office and beat on, you know. I'm definitely not afraid to use my stuff, even the $200-300 knives, you know. I do like to use it, so I'm not much for safe queens or um, pieces that sit on the shelf, you know what I mean? Not that there's anything wrong with that. I totally get like buying an expensive knife and not destroying it, sure. But also, I'm going to buy an expensive knife and use it what it was intended to use, you know what I mean? Use it as intended, right? I beat the crap out of this bad boy. I don't mind. Holds up good. A little dirty, a little dusty, but as it should be. Because it does get that use, you know? Sits good in the pocket. Benchmade. Adira. Ultratech is a good knife. Good size. The Vosteed Acorn. Great budget blade. I like Vosteed's logo. Oh yeah, dude, that's a really good deal if you're gonna get titanium and S35VN for $100. That's a really good deal. That's a really good deal. Good action on it. Might need to tighten the pivot a little bit. I don't know. It's a little, listen. Hear it. Sounds a little loose. But I don't know. Sometimes bearing knives, just knives on bearings, feel loose. Vosteed 14C 28N. Good reverse flicker. Good front flipper. And yeah, I keep going back to this one. Super fidgety. But also, I like the fact that it's only the front flipper and doesn't have the thumb studs on there. Good action too. You can grab one of these for like 80 bucks. But they are discontinued, so just where you can actually find one of these, I'm unsure. I can tell you that Smoky Mountain Knife Works and White Mountain Knife Works do not have them in stock, but 154 cm, solid budget blades do. I like 154 and 14C. Never had a problem with either. Oh, sorry guys. That's Sencut with super good action. I don't know the model name on this one, and I don't know what blade steel it's in, but super good action. Thinking about maybe gifting this to my pops. He lost his EDC, so the pocket clip broke and he lost it. So I was thinking about maybe giving this to my old man and seeing if he likes it. But he's not a knife guy, but he was just like saying to me the other week that he lost his. He's carried like a Gerber pocket knife he's had for years, so I should take him a few different lock styles and see what he likes before I give him something, I guess. Would probably be a better call. Tenable model number 6. I like this a lot. 14C. I like Tenable's logo too. Alright. See it. There we go. Good crossbar lock. A little stiffer, but good. And then yeah, the CJRB Acacia. Solid $29 buy. AARPM blade steel, crossbar lock, FRN. Takes a beating good though. Takes a beating good, and you can pick it up for 29 bucks. I mean, you can't really go wrong. CJRB's killing it. They're moving in on budget king territory, right? But the question is, would you rather get this or would you rather get a QSB Penguin? So here's our Acacia and here's a QSB Penguin. Which one would you rather have? Figure you could get both for 30 bucks, right? Probably not this specific one. Probably not the brass for 30 bucks, but you can get a micarta or a G10 version and for about 25 bucks, 30 bucks. So these two knives right here, I would say are probably two of the best budget knives ever made, really. I guess we'll just have to wait and see how AARPM 9 as a blade steel is comparatively to D2 over time, right? But I mean, as of now, that these are two legendary budget blades. And then you can grab one of these in titanium or something like that if you're feeling spicy. Titanium and S35VN for around 100 bucks. But this one's brass and D2, which I like. I was thinking I should maybe shipwreck the scales on that. I think that would be cool. But yeah, great knife. Which one would you choose? QSB Penguin or the CJRB Acacia? Do you like the crossbar lock? Do you like the liner lock? Do you like the D2? Do you like the AARPM 9? Yeah, did you see, Andrew, that they have just came out not too long ago, the Budget Chavez in D2? D2 in aluminum, I do believe. But yeah, two great budget knives, for sure. And then lastly, the Tenable Bomber. Another budget blade, but a little on the higher side, coming in around $80. Yeah, Andrew, it's a pretty cool blade. It's just like I don't know if it's the budget version of the Chavez Protech one. I don't think so. I think it's just a liner lock version of the Chavez and aluminum ND2, something like that. But they're just now getting around, so I don't know if they're gonna be for sale yet or if they're just making their rounds to the people that are reviewing them first. You know what I mean? But yeah, um, I love this thing. I really love this thing. It's a guillotine though. Totally guillotine yourself if you're not careful. The Midgard Messer logo. Love it. The Tenable logo. D2. Oh, let me just sneak on by there. I love this thing. Yeah, that's a good question, Andrew. I mean, the evolution keeps going, right? So, who knows, man? Who knows? I think the new budget steel is like 14C, AARPM 9, and 154 CM are like the new consistent budgets, which are like still really good blade steels. You know what I mean? I got no qualms with any of those whatsoever. I keep coming back to this one because it's super fidgety and it's newer. So to me, great blade. Yeah, that's what this is. 154. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like that, and I like 14C a lot, man. I really have no complaints. All the like beaters I have that are 14C hold their edges like really, really well. I like that. But yeah, I'm a late night guy myself, so I figured I'd do a late night live. Last weekend, me and the buddy did one. Me and Tegan Knives did one, and it went pretty well. But he had some army guy stuff to do in the morning, so he said he couldn't do a late night one this weekend. So, ooh, Andrew, nice. That's what's up, man. I got some that old guy I used to work with gave me. Um, he didn't like anybody, but he brought me in some sharpening stones, and he was like, "I want you to have these." So I thought that was super cool. I still have them somewhere, but that's what I like to use to like bring everything back to life. But I do need some new ones. I like this Vosteed. Vosteed's killing it right now with their Vancor lock and all their stuff they're coming out with has just been killing it. I like the lanyard. Kept it on. Great jimping on this knife. Dude, that's what's up, Andrew. That's what's up. Yeah, that Recon one is such a great knife, man. It's like one of the toughest folding knives of all time, I would argue. Demko definitely designed some great knives, man. And he designed the shark lock too. I mean, BR James, what up, Doe? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're having a good evening, good night, good middle of the night, good day, whatever it is for you, wherever you've been. Andrew, you're getting a wrench, brother. I'm wrenching you, dude. You've been modded, sir, Andrew. But yeah, Microtech's probably one of my, if not my top favorite. Yeah, I love it. Love it. But I tell you what, though, when I got my first one, right? When I got my first Microtech, I was expecting it to be like, cheaper OTFs that I've handled or whatever. I didn't know what to expect really, right? And then that first time you like mess with that trigger, you're like, what? What? There's no way it's that hard. There's no way, but it's like an added safety feature, right? See, like you got to be forceful with it. People say it'll go off in your pocket, like it's taking me considerable amount of force to push it that far and it's not firing. So, yeah, great blade. Oh, dude, I've had my eyes on a Kershaw Livewire for quite a minute. That's a really good deal for 170N Magna Cut. I think I like I need a single edge or like a Tonto though. And I'm in pretty much. That's just I can't carry. I'm not supposed to carry the double edged blades, and like I said, I don't really carry this one too much. It more so stays on the shelf. But when I first got it, I carried it in a belt sheath, because the like whole rule was you're not supposed to conceal a double edged blade. So I carried it on a belt sheath for a while because yada yada. But yeah, I prefer single or a Tonto. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Yeah, definitely. BR James. Um, yeah, it would stop it for sure, but like, you're gonna go in probably that much or so. Stitches regardless, I'd say. But yeah, I've seen a video of somebody doing it into a butt cheek, and that dude bled like a son of a gun. But yeah, Liveware is a great knife for sure. Yeah, Andrew, for sure. You have my word. I'm gonna stop by after this. Check you out. But yeah, I love these glass breakers. I don't like the DNA catcher ones on the old CTs. I like this one. This one's good. Not too gaudy. But yeah. And then the ram lock is killer. Super fidgety. Great knife. Great size. If you don't like big knives, you probably will not like this. But they're supposed to be dropping the mini MSI soon. But everyone's upset because the mini had thumb studs. Is that what it was? But either way. Great blade. Love Microtech. Love that blade shape a lot. Yes, same, Andrew. I'm only a fan of the half serrations. I don't like the full serrations. I only like the half. Ground Fog, what up, Doe? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're having a good evening, good middle of the night, whatever it is, wherever you are. But yeah, great blade, man. Great blade. Love it. Love it so much. It's so nice. And then that one. Need to go saltwater fishing just because I have it now. So Will I? Probably not, but I should. That's for sure. Even lake fishing. I'll take lake fishing. That's cool. I got a lake a few miles down the road, but it's not like a good lake. But I could catch some stuff there. It's not one you would ever want to go swimming in, but it's one you could catch fish in if you throw them back. So I'll do that. Yeah, I like that half Christmas tree grind from Microtech. Like, whereas if this dagger blade was. Oh, wait, wrong knife. If this dagger blade had full serrations on the one side, that'd be cool. I could rock with that, but because you still have the other side would still be non-serrated, so that would be cool. But our buddy Tegan has an UTX 85. That's that configuration. It seems a lot of people like that. If you're rocking a double-edged blade, you can get the, half serrated. But yeah, great offering. Can't go wrong with an Ultratech. Can't go wrong with a Microtech. Shout out the man Jimmy Crow himself. I got a giveaway at 250 subs we're gonna do. But Jimmy Crow in that giveaway package was one of these knife stands, and this thing is super handy, and I didn't even realize that's what it was at first. I thought it was like, is this a bottle opener? No, it's a knife stand, and it's perfect. Prop your knife up right in the stand. Take some pictures, whatever you gotta do. Perfect. Can't go wrong. Shout out Jimmy Crow. What a G. But yeah. Solid front flipper for 60 bucks. Like I said, a little on the smaller side. But that's okay. You can get 4 fingers on it if you need to. Choke up with that nice choil on there. That's funny, James. It totally does look like a blunt, doesn't it? It does. Yeah, no, it's a little knife stand. Comes in super handy. I've had this for like over a month. I hate to admit, and I realized it was a knife stand yesterday. Yesterday, when I saw the homie take a picture of his knife with this, and I was like, "Oh, that's what it was. The whole problem." Yeah, right. I swear, officer. I swear, officer. It's just a knife stand. Totally. Get some good pics too. Yeah, the Red Bull's coming in handy right now. It's late, but yeah, I was meaning to go live. We went live the other day. We sticker bombed the table. I still have a considerable amount of table left, so we're gonna have to acquire some more stickers and keep it running. Want to make sure I get all the homies' channels stickered on the table. But yeah, big Microtech fanboy. Also, the SOCOM Bravo they did with Reich. That was like one of the first knives that like I followed from seeing the design to it getting released to like rushing out and make sure I got one when it dropped. That was like the first ever time I did something like that as far as a knife goes. And so that SOCOM is super special to me. And I friggin' love it. But I would like to have eventually the matrix that matches the SOCOM, the Microtech Reich collaboration for the matrix, and then the annex. I don't want the mini SOCOM. I'm not really interested in that one, but I would like to have the all three matching set. That would be sick. I remember when those SOCOMs came out, everyone they were announced they were going to do a collaboration with Reich, and the whole entire knife world was like flipped, man. Everybody was like, "How dare they work with a Chinese company?" And then half the other people were like, "Who cares? It'll be cool." So I remember when that was like controversial at the time, but everyone seemed to forget about it pretty fast when the knives came out. And they're great knives anyway, so. And also, like I looked at it from the standpoint of um Reich was making some awesome stuff at the time, and Microtech wanted to collaborate with an up and coming knife maker to kind of push them out there and push themselves out there more into other places maybe they weren't marketed at originally, right? So it's kind of a win-win for Reich and it's a win for Microtech. So Jimmy Crow, what up, Joe? I was literally just talking about you. That's funny. You stopped by. I was literally saying about how I didn't realize that this was a knife stand until I saw you post a picture with it. And I was like, oh my god, that's funny. But yeah. Shout out Jimmy Crow. You the man. Appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're having a good night. Middle of the night, whatever. But yeah, I'm a fan of that Magna Cut. Beat on it, see if it's working good. But yeah. The OTF action. Butter. Good size. Heck yeah. Just like William Wallace, baby. Freedom. You can never take our freedom. Yeah, aye. CJRB. Can't go wrong. Well, I tell you, Andrew, I would like one. That's for dang sure. I don't have one. Um, I'm not rushing out to get one. And it's nothing against him, you know what I mean? I'm a huge fan of him, dude, but um just after the first initial release, I would have figured the move would have been to then release a budget version of the same design before you release the next lock mechanism version. That way, it could have been everyone could have had a chance. Well, I mean, I guess not everybody, right? But more people could have had a chance to grab one who couldn't necessarily afford a $400 knife, right? So, in one way, I was kind of bummed about that, but also I understand, MC is like a salesman at the end of the day, making a good knife. It's gonna sell. People are gonna buy it. He's a good dude, good content creator, I myself am a fan of him. Um, but if somebody gave me a gift card that was to a knife store, I would probably buy one. But I'm just not rushing out to buy it. That's all. There's other $400 knives that I would rather buy first, I guess. But that's not to say I don't like the design, because I do like the design, and it is on my list of knives that I would like to own. Um, but maybe I would feel different if I got to check one out first. Then I could say if I would buy it or not. But I if I had the money, I would buy it. You know what I mean? Oh, no problem, Ron Crow. But yeah, I mean, the guy definitely designed a great knife. That's for sure. Um, Obviously, he's had no problems selling it, right? So, you know, And Kunwu is also killing it. You know what I mean? So like that Chad, the Kunwu Chad, or no, I'm sorry, the Kunwu Padre and Padre XL, when those came out, those things were selling like hotcakes. So they were clearly making a good product. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, you make a really good point, Andrew. It's like for $400, it is hard to tell, but I can say I said the same thing about Microtech as well. So you know what I mean? Oh, no problem, Jimmy Crow. No problem, Ron Crow. And if you guys aren't following Jimmy Crow or Ron Crow, go give them a follow as well. Burnt Relic, what up, Doe? Hope you're doing good. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. But yeah, I really like this front flipper. It's a good one. But I tried to get a budget tri-stash, but I missed the drop or whatever, so unfortunately I didn't score one. But that is okay. Hopefully I can grab one of the budget tri-stashes off the secondary. That would be cool. Figure I got a better chance of doing that anyway than being able to grab an Excalibur anytime soon. $150 purchase is much more feasible than a $450 purchase, you know? Because if I'm going to get the Kunwu Excalibur, I would really want the DLC version. And that's like, what, closer to the 450 mark? But either way, still great knife. Yeah, I would highly recommend a front flipper if you're a fidgeter. They are fun to fidget with. This is a good one. And like I said, this Acorn, $60. This is the one I started front flipping with and learning how to do it on. But I would recommend a bigger one, maybe. Carlos B, what up, Dow? But yeah, good first front flipper. And also, I think if you learn to front flip on something smaller first, when you grab a bigger front flipper, it'll be way easier. Of course I say that and then fumble on it. I like this knife. Good for reverse flicks too. Well, any knife could be dangerous. Oh, my bad, guys. Keep bumping you. Any knife could be dangerous. It's about the user of the tool, my friend. But if you're referring to the OTF meaning out the front, blade comes out the front. Oh, this is a Microtech, Ultratech. I would argue probably the gold standard of OTF knives. They are expensive, but actually these are on sale right now. You can get a Gen 2 Ultratech for around $220, depending where you shop. But they had the new designs come out, and the new ones are closer to $500 mark. But when they brought the new ones out, they discounted this generation Ultratech down to like 200 to 225-ish bucks. So if you're in the market for one, now's a good time to grab one. Yeah, I really like OTSs as well out the sides. I don't have any down here tonight, like I said, but I do have two SOCOMs that I love. I have a LUT. Oh, you know what? I do have one down here. I can grab it. But the LUT was really one of the knives that started it all for me. And in terms of both Microtech and terms of both automatic knives, this was one of the first. This isn't mine. This is my buddy's. but it's in mint condition. Mine looks like I got it off a damn battlefield. But this one is friggin' mint. Mint, mint, mint. This actually I gifted my buddy. He brought his collection over for me to check out. But this is the knife that got me into it. I love this knife, man. Simple, clean, sleek, slim, lightweight. The profile is absolutely perfect for ergonomics. Jimping in the exact right spot where you need it to be. Little choke up if you need it. The absolute pinnacle of out the side automatic knives, man. This one is my personal all-time favorite. This started my knife addiction, started my knife collection. This was the fire. And then I bought one for one of my best buds. So this, oh man, this is his. As I drop it on the table, but was minty anyway. But the Microtech LUT, man, great knife, dude. People often say, the billboarding, which I don't like the billboarding either, but I can live with it. I can live with it. Great blade, man. Great blade. And the new ones, the Gen 3s, solve the problems, right? So they replace, on the newer ones, the brand new ones, they replace the tri-wing hardware with Torx. And same with the pocket clip hardware. They replace the tri-wing hardware with Torx hardware on the new generation ones. And those, that solves all the problems, right? I don't have one of the Gen 3s yet, but I will eventually. But yeah, this is a knife that got me into collecting and made me just absolutely obsessed. I love this knife. I'll always love this knife. Mine is literally looks like you tied it to the back of a car and drove it down the freeway. That's what mine looks like. But also, I EDC'd mine for literally 5 years, every single day, at a dirty shop environment. It dropped on the cement floor. It skidded across. You know what I mean? It saw hard nose work, and it still fires super strong. Can't go wrong, man. Can't go wrong with the Microtech LUT. Yeah, I own 2 of them, Andrew. I own 2 SOCOM autos, and I own 1 SOCOM manual, the Reich Microtech collab. So I own 3 SOCOMs altogether. But it is my favorite. The LUT and the SOCOM are my 2 favorite EDC profiles. Great knife. Great knife. But yeah, out the sides, OTFs. Don't be scared. Buy a budget one. You know what I mean? If you don't want to spend a lot of money on a Microtech, right? Buy a budget one, get used to it. Then once you fall in love with that, then go get yourself a Microtech or something else. Microtech, Heretic, Kershaw Livewire. SOG makes a good OTF, but I can't remember the name of it, the model. And there's that new one from, man, who is the new one from that? That's like a $70 huge OTF. I saw it on Titanium Justin's channel, and a couple other people were reviewing it as well. So I saw it on G-Ball's channel. There's another new OTF that's like $70, and it's D2. I want to say it's is it tack knives? I don't know, but yeah, Ultratechs. I love them. Love OTFs. Great blade. Great blade shape. The Adir is great. Yeah, if you guys aren't following the homies, go give them a follow. Go give them a sub. And yeah, feel free to drop your channel, Andrew. I love the orange and turquoise blue. I guess I don't even know if that's turquoise, but it's something blue. I'm going to take a quick potty break, guys. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Enjoy these sick beats for a minute. We're back. But yeah, make sure everyone's subscribing to the homies, man. Drop your channels if you got one. No big deal. Oh, heck yeah, dude. Battle Song nights are awesome. And also, I friggin' love Nirvana, dude. Love Nirvana. What album? You listening to Unplugged, 93 Unplugged? Love that album, man. Where do you sleep last night? Where did she sleep last night? Off the 93 album, Unplugged, is one of my favorite Nirvana songs ever. I love that song. Brown Sugar, what up, Joe? Hope you're having a good night. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good middle of the night, whatever it is for you, wherever you are right now. But yeah, I love that Ultratech action, man. If you don't have one, I would highly suggest it, but also, you know, they can get pricey, depending. But great action. Great to just grab that ram lock and fling it out. Another one that, if you're not careful, will guillotine you, because the weight of the blade has some decent weight to it. Super drop shutty. But yeah, this Adira is going to take some getting used to. Got to get wristy with that access lock. So if you don't, see, it's like that every time. But also, I think I need to, LCap was saying, I think he thinks I need to just loosen the pivot. And I think I'm inclined to agree with him. Maybe if I just loosen that pivot like a 16th, it should be just fine. It's not that it's not fine now, it's just a little tiny stiff. But yeah, I see why people, you know, love their Benchmades so much. They're good blades, that's for sure. It's just hard to argue buying a brand new Benchmade right now, you know. If I wouldn't have got this off the secondary, I don't know if I would have got it, like I said. So, I'm also excited for my first MagnaCut blade. So I've heard nothing but good things about MagnaCut. Other than it can be a pain in the butt to resharpen. But I've seen Ron Crow. Have you resharpened MagnaCut, Mr. Ron Crow? Is it terribly difficult or is it standard? I do not. But no, it's not. It's not. Some people love it. But you know what, though? If I was going to, I would probably throw this one, which is one of the more expensive ones on the table. But I only say that because it's a dagger blade. So I feel like if I did throw that one, it would probably have the best chance of sticking. But no, I wouldn't particularly throw them. Oh, nice, Jimmy Crow. That's what's up. But yeah. But yeah, so what are your guys' favorite opening mechanisms? Front flip is fun. It's addicting. Fidgety. If you have ADHD, get a front flipper. Fun to play with. Okay, right on, right on. I feel like I can just throw it on some stones, sharpen it with some stones, and then just drop it back to life. I don't know if I need anything too crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna try to find some orange hardware. Orange hardware and an orange pocket clip. That'd be cool. Leave the blade, the access lock, and the backspacer that stone washed finished, and then put orange screws, hardware, and pocket clip to match the lanyard and the thumb studs. That'd be sweet. Yeah, that's what I need, Jimmy Crow. Some diamond stones, diamond grit, whatever you call it. Trial and error, trial and error. Okay, yeah. So that's what's up. That's what's up, Ron Crow. I appreciate you. And yeah, I got my little penguin in D2. I have no qualms with D2. It's held up good to Michigan humidity too. I kind of wish the brass had more patina on it though. I should just carry it more, I guess. Get it shipwrecked. Brass scales are always cool. Brass and copper, I like a lot. Excuse me. See, that's good to know, Jimmy Crow, because I tell you, I've only really sharpened a few times. You know what I mean? And all mine has been. Um, I think I have an 800, a 1200, and 400 or something like that. But that's just basically all I had. And I was, like I said, I was gifted those stones from an old coworker of mine. He gifted them to me. So That's what I got. But they're all very old, very cool stones. Um, but I would like to get a newer sharpening system eventually here. Great question, James. I mainly use mine for work. Taking to work. I'm like the head of receiving for a medical supply company, so I do a lot of package opening, man, a lot. Sometimes I'm opening 10, 20 packages. Sometimes I'm opening hundreds. Sometimes I'm opening 3, 4, 500 boxes. Um, we have a clean room at my office, so sometimes we have to go in and remove all the products going into the clean room. We have to remove the cardboard. So sometimes we'll be spending an hour and a half just cutting cardboard up. But not limited to that either. I pretty much will use my blade for any task, really. I'm not afraid of using expensive blades for whatever the case may be. Um, if it's an expensive blade, it should perform. It should perform better than a budget blade. You know what I mean? It should perform excellently. So I don't back down from using my good stuff or my expensive stuff on whatever. Cut zip tie, cut this, cut that. I'm not afraid of. I don't mind. I wouldn't use it on food or whatever because um, I just wouldn't because I don't want to eat any of the nasty particles I've cut. Jimmy Crow, yeah, there's like a lot of real crazy rules and stuff. Um, especially when it comes to like what goes inside the clean room versus like what comes out and like the way it comes out, the way it goes in. It's like crazy standards, crazy protocols and stuff. But at the same time, it's like these four people have to follow insanely strict protocols while these four people don't really have to. But if either of these people cross over into this area, they have to do this or that. It's crazy. A lot of training and paperwork goes into stuff like if you're going to do something, help out here, help out there. Sometimes you have to do a crazy training session. Matt Maurer, what up, Joe? Hope you're doing good. But also my work, the president of our company holds a patent on a few medical devices, so um, we do some pretty cool stuff. But yeah, so like I said, sometimes it'll be 20. I'll use a knife to open 20 packages, but then sometimes I could use that same knife to open 500, and that's like literally not an exaggeration at all. I made a compilation video. If you want to go check out my channel, I made a compilation video of this knife. We had some skids come in, and we had to take. It was like 32, 32, 32, 32. So like 128 cases that had to be like just straight cut open and broken down, and then plus a bunch of packages as well. So that was like a little comp. I like time lapsed it, so you can see this knife putting in a bunch of work, breaking down boxes, really going to town on stuff. And it performed great. 14C sheep's foot, great for opening packages, breaking down boxes. But yeah, Matt Maurer, thanks for stopping by, brother. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Appreciate you guys joining me on this late night, middle of the night live. Um, but yeah, 14C is a good budget steal. I really like it. Big fan. Also a fan of Tenable as well. Tenable knives, they're killing it. So But yeah, I posed this question early in the week. Um, to touch on it again, what do you guys like to open your knives with? What's your favorite? You like thumb holes, thumb studs, front flippers, OTFs, OTSs? You like the push button? Front flipper is growing on me like a mug. The more I mess with them, the more I love them. But also, the reverse flick is fun too. I really like the reverse flick. Heck yeah, Matt. That's what's up. Anyway, butt front flipping. This tab right here on this send cut is butter. So smooth, man. My first send cut. And I am like, this thing is crazy good. Crazy smooth. I don't know the model. I don't know the blade steel, but I'm going to find out. I'm going to look into it. Excuse me. But yeah, great budget blade, man. Action is ridiculously smooth. Oh yeah. Okay. I I've heard that looks like bird, heard it looks like a duck, and then I've heard um the MSI looks like a raptor, which I see. I see the dinosaur. I see the raptor. Jimmy Crow, brother, you know their preferred blade steel? I would assume that it's 14C or 154 CM, right? But I'm not actually sure what it is. I didn't have any packaging. I wanted a giveaway from Ray. But I like that finish. I like that blade shape. Butter action. Is that what this one is, Matt, you think? I do not know. You know, Ron, I do like I like knives with multiple too. I agree. Thumb holes, your favorite, Ron? That's what's up. Yeah, this is like really good micarta handles. Not all micarta is the same, you know what I mean? And I really like these. They feel good. Liners feel good. There's great access to the lock. The tabs not too pokey. Some tabs they don't like knock them down right. You know what I mean? And they feel like sometimes sharp or whatever. This is not the case with that one. It's like a nitpicky thing, but I like that tab. Rocking the goofy old Schrade. Rear flip. Open my pocket. Ooh. Yeah, you gotta be careful with the pocket pokes, BJ. B James. BR James. The I had a Spyderco get caught on a hanky, and the Spyderco opened in my back pocket and gouged me pretty good. Um, but I had one PM2 and the action on it sucked, so I ended up actually giving it to Titanium Justin to use in a giveaway, and he ended up accidentally getting rid of it. But I had a Shaman. The action was great on the Shaman, but not on the PM2. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I don't know what it's called. It's alright, though. No big deal. Hey, thank you. Appreciate you, NBV. Hope you're doing good this evening. Whatever it is for you, the middle of the night, the morning, the day, whatever. But yeah, I keep going back to the OTF because it's just fun. And it's fidgety too, right? I guess more than I realize, it does come back to fidget factor, right? My Yojimbo had super butter action, but I ended up trading that for something else. Love the Ramlock. The Ramlock's great for also deploying. Like, yeah, you can use the thumb hole, sure, but yeet it with the Ramlock, right? Like, why not? The springs are super strong, too. And I keep talking about this like a broken record, but it is still new, so you know what I mean. Sometimes when shit's new, it's just on your mind, right? But yeah, good blade. Yeah, if any of you guys out there to pull Benchmades, let me know about first production, because this says first production, but blue and orange. I know, I love it, dude. I love it. It's a great look. Gotta get used to their access lock though. And I will. Take some time. Bug out 535. That's what's up, Jimmy. I would like an Osborne. An Osborne 940 would be one of my favorite Benchmades, but I don't own one yet, but I will eventually. I definitely will eventually. That's one that we're going to have in the collection eventually. By any means. But yeah, I love that orange and blue. It's a good look. Dude, Kershaw Iridiums. Titanium Justin was telling me he said he cut himself with the Iridium, and that was like one of the sharpest knives he got out of the box. But I really, really would like an Iridium or a Bel Air. Jimmy Crow, funny story. So I was doing some research, and then I was also listening to a podcast. And so the 940, right? 940 Osborne was invented by a guy named Osborne who was a farmer, right? And he designed the 940 Osborne to be a functional folding knife, just as functional as a fixed blade knife for the farm and the ranch, right? There was a guy who was a farmer who was named Osborne, who has the world record for the longest consecutive amount of time with hiccups. So I said to Tegan, as like a joke, I said, well, do you think that Osborne designed the 940 because he had the hiccups and was up all night and couldn't sleep? Because the dude had hiccups for like, I think it was like, it was over 1 year. It was like 16 months consecutive hiccups or something. It was ridiculous, right? But I'm like, you think the hiccups kept him up all night and the same Osborne designed the 940 Osborne because he couldn't sleep and was just thinking about stuff all night? Who knows? That's my crazy theory, right? But what if it is true? Because how many farmers named Osborne are there? And if a farmer named Osborne designed the 940 and also a farmer named Osborne has the longest consecutive hiccups in the world, it would be plausible that one would be up, unable to sleep at night. And while one would be up at night, unable to sleep, you would be thinking All crazy. If you're thinking crazy, you could be using that for art purposes like designing knives. Just saying. That's my theory. I don't know if it's the same guy, but they're both named Osborne, so call it what you will. Yeah, right. And the cattle rancher named Osborne also had the longest hiccup streak ever recorded. Is it the same guy? Who knows? Could be. That's all I'm saying. That's my crazy guy theory of the day for you. Let me know what you think. It's worth researching, I'm telling you. I'd just be finding out all crazy kind of facts, but so that's my I was wondering if the two things connected. So oh, I like the tag out more than the bug out, I think. Just cuz it's a little bigger in size. But my wife saw Tegan's tagged out, and now the wife was like, I want a Benchmade tagged out. You got to get me the Benchmade tagged out. The tan with the orange thumb studs. And I was like, dang, all right. Her birthday is coming up, but oh my God, Andrew, that's it. You just connected the puzzle piece. He invented the 940 because he had 940 hiccups a day. It all makes sense. You put the missing piece together. That's it. Now that's my theory. That's got to be it. I mean, it makes sense. All the pieces of the puzzle are there. I mean, if nothing else, it's plausible. That's all I'm saying. Keep going back to it because it's so much fun. Jim Cox says no, but it could be plausible. No, but that is true though. A guy who was a cattle rancher by the name of Osborne had the longest known hiccup streak. Ah, okay, so two different Osbornes. There you go. Jim Cox has solved it for us. Thank you, Jim Cox. You have literally answered a burning question in my mind for quite some time. I'm glad that you knew the answer to that. Jim Cox, what's your favorite method of opening your pocket knife? You thumb stud guy, front flipper guy? You like flipper tabs? What you like? But thanks for stopping by, and I appreciate you, and I hope you're doing good. And thank you very much for answering that question. That was legit. I'm glad you knew the answer to that. Okay. I was close though. I knew they were both farmers. I don't really know if you would consider a ranch hand a farmer, but a dude from the suburbs like me would, but that would be an ignorant thing to say because it's not the same thing. So now I know though. Reverse flick, yeah, reverse flick's great. I love reverse flick too. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, Jim Cox, Paul Crow, or Paul Mills, Ron Crow, Brown Sugar. That's fair. That's fair, Jim Cox. Or use the beef to pull a steak off the grill. The beef moves the beef. Beef cuts beef, something like that. Or what about a cow print beef knife? That'd be dope. But yeah, shield and kite. That's a cool knife. Put out a little overview of it today. I like the reverse flick too. That is a good method. So many good Vostids right now. This is the only Vostid in my collection, but I'm glad I got it because it was my first front flipper. Oh yeah, the mini raccoon does look sick. Might be too small for my hands, I don't know. But that does look cool though. I also really want the Vancor lock. Or Osborne knives on Arizona custom knives. Some are cheap, like $1,200. Dang, heck yeah. Hey, some customs go for more than my car. You know what I mean? My buddy has a Shylock, and that's a freaking. I think his is closer to $7,000 because he's got a super crazy engraved one. But that's a cool knife. The Borka Shylock. Grail territory for sure. I don't know. I mean, they're awesome, but a $7,000 knife is crazy. He also let me play with this crazy Japanese knife that he had. My buddy Dave, that was like, I don't even know the maker. I couldn't tell you if you told me, but it was like a really wicked folder. It was one of the like best actions on a folder I ever felt. But it was closer to a $10,000 knife. He had it locked away. Just put the white gloves on for that one. That was at a knife show that my buddy had a table at. Yeah, I love the MSI Palm Mills. Such a great knife. I was a fan since it came out, and harder to find now, but when they first came out, you could get a Microtech for under $200. That was sick. What was this? What was this saying? This logo is on the Benchmade's boomerang. He was really from Texas. That's what's up, Jim Cox. I love stuff like that, man. I love history. I don't know, man. It depends on use, James. James, really like some, but like that's if you're buying custom maker one-off pieces like that. But Andrew, I don't actually have any ballad songs. I'm not a big fan. But I also learned the other day that the founder of Benchmade was from the Philippines who moved to LA when he was a kid, and he started Benchmade from Balisong knives, and that was how he came up with the butterfly logo, which is pretty cool. Because I guess butterfly knives originated in the Philippines, which I thought was pretty cool. Bless Predator. Dude, that's awesome. I would love to check a Bless out, man. One day for sure. One day for sure I'll get a Bless knife. I'm super lucky that I got the chance to interview him, man. Sitting down with Donnie was a lot of fun. Donnie Bless is an awesome guy, and the dude is absolutely, by every measure of the word, the guy is an absolute artist, man. And I like connecting art back to the knife world, right? Like, so especially with Donnie, his designs are really cool, man. And I like that he got his inspiration for a lot of his names from the Alien movies and Ridley Scott and stuff like that, which goes to show you it's like an artist making a knife getting inspiration from other art, right? Pretty cool. But yeah, Donnie makes some awesome designs, man. I would love to have one of his knives in my collection, dude. One day I'll get there for sure. For sure, for sure. But super blessed that I got to sit down with Blessed and do a little interview. So that was really awesome. Very fortunate. Uh, but yeah, Donnie makes some killer blades, man. If you guys haven't checked out Blessed Knives, go give him a follow on YouTube and IG. He's making awesome pieces. Josh304, what up, though? Hope you're doing good, man. Hope you're having a good night. A little late night live, you know? A little chilling with the homies late night. A little burning the candle at both ends type stuff, you know? Sometimes you got to. Sometimes you got to. Oh, I'd imagine that it would be quite a bit of wait time on something like that. What what did he tell you, Paul Mills? Did he tell you it would like give you a window or something like that? Just curious. Um, I've never like experienced ordering to finish something like that, so I would uh be very curious to see what it would be like. Jimmy Crow, thanks for stopping by, brother. I appreciate you so much, man. And I got the Jimmy Crow custom Kershaw giveaway at 250 subs. So heck yeah, that'll be coming up. So appreciate you for donating that, Jimmy Crow. You're the man. Have a good evening. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I don't know if that needs a little tighten, maybe. Sounds a little rattly. Yeah, I'd figure it'd take quite a while, Paul Mills, from ordering to getting it in your hand. Just seems like a long process. But dang, some art, man. Art's art. Jim Cox, thanks for stopping by, brother. I really appreciate you, dude. I appreciate you for answering that question that has been literally rattling my brain for quite a long time. And I liked thinking about the silly story, so. But yeah, appreciate you, Jim Cox. But yeah, great front flipper from Shieldin Blades. Shieldin Kite. 154 cm. Hey, we could have kept that rumor going, Jim Cox. Made it a thing, but that's okay. That's not my style. But yeah, as we transition into Sunday morning, hope nobody has to get up too early. Hope nobody has work in the morning. Fidgety, fidgety. Caged bearings. Cage bearings give it some good action. And you know what's funny? I thought that this right here, I thought that companies couldn't call it an access lock, but maybe they can because the patent expired. Usually, you see people call it something else other than the access lock, right? But they specifically stressed that it was called the access lock on their website when I did some research on it for my little overview video I made. Made by their in-house design team. I like when they credit the designers, even if they are in-house. But pause for the cause. That's what's up. Hey, we used to say that all the time, BR James. She passed out. She went upstairs. The wife was playing Candy Crush on the side for a minute. And then Andrew and me were talking about knives in the beginning of the live, and the wife was scrolling, pulled up his videos and was showing me what he was talking about. I was like, oh, no way, that's funny. Effective. But yeah, I like this knife. And now I got my official fishing knife. So now I can go fishing. And my youngest daughter, we were at the local like store today, and my my youngest daughter was like, "Dad, we need to go fishing. Can you please get me a fishing pole?" I was like, well, "Yeah, sure. Let's go look at the fishing poles." So we're probably gonna go fishing soon. But yeah, I really really like this knife, Josh. D2, but it has the titanium backspacer, titanium pocket clip. But it's a total guillotine if you don't get your fingers out of the way. It's like the weight of the blade on the drop is crazy. This is a slab of D2. Let's compare it to something. Let's just compare it to the MSI because this is even a huge knife, right? But, like, look at that chunk. Hold up. Let's get it better. Look at the difference. Thing is thick. This is a thick boy. But also, I like D2 as well. And that's what this is. This is D2, so I'm partial to D2 for a budget steal. I like it. And it's dope that they put the titanium pocket clip on there because this pocket clip is awesome. You will not bend it. That's for dang sure. Hold on, let's check, Paul. I got a tape measure over here somewhere. I don't got calipers, but at least a tape measure. Mick Ranger, what up, Joe? Hope you're doing well. Little midnight stream going on. Let's see what we got. What do we got? What's that? That's inches. Okay. Hold on. Let me do it off camera first. Yeah, literally. Let's see if we can get this to focus. Friggin' half-inch slab. Half-inch slab. Love it. Oh, you know what? Let's use our handy dandy. Yeah, that's like dead nuts half-inch. I know you can't really see that, but huge fan. And I got a link for Tenable too if you're trying to cop one, but NBD, no big deal. No big deal. Just got to mention it at least, you know. But yeah, I love this thing. I love how it also has the Midgard Messer logo and the Tenable logo. Yeah, right, straight up, Josh. That's a knife. No, I think it was a half, dude. Oh, unless I was looking at the other side. No, you know what? I was looking at freaking centimeters. Was I looking at centimeters? Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You are correct. Not a half inch. Jeez Louise. Quarter inch. But still. Yeah, they're like, I think 70 to 70-ish dollars. Some variations are 60, some are 80. They have like a aluminum handle, I think. And they have the carbon fiber handle is what this is. And they have a few different variations, but with the titanium and D2, so it's cool that they got the titanium clips, and it's like a really solid clip too. Some of them suck, but that's a really solid one. And the sun cut was super good action, man. This is my first sun cut in my collection, so yeah, right, not bad for a tank indeed. But yeah, Burn One, what up, though? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're having a good evening. Josh, I do one with me and Tegan go live every Tuesday evening at like 9-ish, 9 p.m. And then usually we're gonna start doing like a more consistent late night Saturday night one. Sometimes it'll be me and Tegan together. Sometimes it'll be me by myself. Sometimes I'll be talking knives. Sometimes I'll be jamming music. But yeah, this sun cut's really legit. Got a Jimmy Crow giveaway planned at 250 subs. So when we make it to there, we'll have a giveaway. Jimmy Crow custom giveaway. I'll probably add something to it. I like this sun cut. Dark side. But yeah, I like this micarta too. Some micarta is like, some is like super slippery, but this is not super slippery. This is nice. But you would imagine probably, as it gets more worn or used, sees more pocket time, it probably gets worn down a bit more, but this is pretty grippy for that micarta. Yeah, it's G10. This is micarta. Yeah. BR James, the 9mm from my waistband. But no, I would walk away. Yeah, right. When in doubt, walk it out. Hey, look, I got kids and a wife, you know what I mean? Hey, I'm not too proud to walk away. As long as they're safe, you know what I mean? Call me whatever. I don't care. Don't bother me none. That's also comes with getting older, I feel like too. You know? I'm not I'm also not going around being a dick for the most part, so But I can be by all means and measures, don't get me wrong. Hey, no worries at all, Mick. I appreciate you stopping by, brother. But in terms of self-defense purposes, what blade would be the best? Like blade shape? Man, I don't even know, to be honest with you. Probably karambit, which I don't even have, but the Tenable bomb burr, because it's an animal, and I could use it as a brick and chuck it from far away. I guess. When in doubt, just chuck this at someone. If you hit them with it, they're for sure. They're going to sleep. Hey, that's fair. That's fair. Oh yeah, dude. It keeps rolling. It keeps rolling. But yeah, I'll be 35 this year myself, so yeah, totally, Paul Mills. This would leave like a friggin' chunk. Titanium flying at you. Hit you right there. Dunk. Solid front flipper. Heck yeah, 49. That's what's up. As long as you're having fun, right? Straight up, Andrew. The Ides of March, indeed. The gales of November are upon us. '64 in March, Ron Crow. That's what's up. That's what's up. My old man will be 68 in December. But my dad will be 68 in December, and he's like one of those guys, man. He's going on 68, but he looks like he's probably like in his early 50s. My dad's in pretty good shape. And then he's a walker and a bike rider, so he's always staying super active. And I'm the same way, whether I'm riding my bike or I'm riding my skateboard or I'm doing something, I'm trying to stay super active. Actually, Andrew, it was my Cub Scouts when I was a kid. We did whittling, so that's like what got me into pocket knives. But my dad always had one really cool pocket knife growing up that I like remember. He had a cool like Gerber that my uncle gave him for being in his wedding, and other than that, it was pretty much self-found after that. But Grandpa always had them, and growing up, my grandpa had like these Bud K magazines, and they always had crazy knives and belt buckles in them, and I would always check them out. But I never got like really, really into it until I was a little bit older, and then I started carrying pocket knives for work, and I bent pocket clip out of every knife I bought. But like this was when I was young, probably like 18, 19. I was buying pocket knives from like the local store, not really knowing any better. Bend the pocket clip, get pissed, buy a new one. Bend the pocket clip, get pissed. And then that's what started my pursuit for like a good pocket knife. And then that led me to the Microtech LUT, which then opened the floodgates. But I appreciate you asking, man. That's a good conversation right there for sure. What was the knife that got you sunk into the collection? But yeah, I mean, Josh, the Gay Ales of November, that too. But yeah, the Edmund Fitzgerald. Um, yeah, the Edmund Fitzgerald wrecked on Lake Superior, November 10th. I don't remember 75 or 79, but they always say to sing the song The Gordon Lightfoot song. Indeed. Just turned 81 and he can work circles around me. Tough old man. Yeah, Paul Mills, that's how my grandpa was for sure. My grandpa passed away at 84, I want to say. But the day he passed away, he was up on his roof with his leaf blower cleaning out his gutters. And then he just went and laid on the couch and passed away peacefully in his sleep. Wasn't sick, wasn't anything wrong with him, you know what I mean? So, hey man, if I'm going to go, I hope I go some way like that, you know? That'd be cool. Keep picking this bad boy up and flicking it. But heck yeah, James. The legend lives on. Okay, sick. I had a few cheapos as a teen, but really not. Got a good hunting knife in a raffle. Custom Damascus fixed blade cherry wood handles from Ducks Unlimited. And now here I am having connection pieces, work knives, home knives, hunting knives, fishing knives, etc. Oh yeah, totally, Andrew. First off, that sounds like an awesome knife to win in a raffle. Some Damascus blades are so beautiful. And especially if it's like a custom, a real custom piece, that's real cool. Um, but yeah, you gotta have one for everything, right? That's really solid, Andrew. Yeah, I actually got really lucky and I won a few in a raffle myself. I won a couple Murphy owned customs. I spent $86 in raffle tickets and I won a $2,400 Murphy owned custom. But unfortunately, when I got laid off a couple years back, I sold my custom knife collection. So I had three Marfione custom pieces that I ended up getting rid of, but it was more so out of necessity while I was in between careers at the time, you know. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Eh. Heck yeah, Ron Crow, that's what's up. Um, it's just like a Michigan thing. Everyone always talks about it and plays the Gordon Lightfoot song, so you gotta walk up to people and you gotta say that the gales of November, or no, yeah, the gales of November are upon us. And then I like to add the line from the song where he says it was 7 p.m. when the main hatchway caved in. Yeah, literally, Josh, I try not to think about that. Try not to think about that, but I sold them for, I sold my Warhound folder for $2,400. And I'm sure if I had it right now, it would probably go for 35, if not more. But then I also had a Hellhound Ultratech mirror polished ringed purple haze ringed hardware. That was like one of my all-time favorite knives, but again, in between jobs, gotta do what you gotta do, pay the bills. Yeah, dude, I really did Palm Mills. Those were like my favorite pieces, but you know, life happens. Life happens. But also like, you know, that by doing that, I didn't have to rush out and get the first crappy job that I saw, when I had gotten laid off at the time, right? So like I could take a couple months, find a gig that like really would have lasted or whatever I really enjoyed rather than just the next thing, you know? What Model K is that? What K off? I don't. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I totally misunderstood what you're saying. This is a Sheldon kite. The model is the kite. Manufacturer is Sheldon. I actually never heard of this brand until I won it in a giveaway. But I really like it. Really solid G10. 154 cm blade. But it is front flipper only. So if you don't like front flippers, I wouldn't recommend it. But if you do, it's the solid one. Greg V, what up, Doe? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're having a good evening, a good middle of the night, whatever it is now. But Thompson one, I appreciate you, dude. Thanks for stopping by and great question. I like front flippers myself, so it's cool that get that little front flip in there. Alex, what up, Doe? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're having a good evening. Lightweight, super lightweight, but fun to fidget with for sure. That's what I like about front flippers the most, I think, is they're just fun to fidget with. Same with this one. This is a good front flipper. Front flipper, and then you got the front flipper and the reverse flick on there. I love it. It's a great one. Trip, I appreciate you, brother, man. Yeah, like I said, that wouldn't have been my first method of self-defense, but hey, you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. I would have yeeted that chunk of steel. It would have worked better than getting in close. You know what I mean? Kaiser Siegel. Kaiser makes some good blades, man, for sure, for sure. I have a few in my collection. I actually have a sheepdog over here that's in pieces because the detent ball fell out. So I gotta freaking, yeah, exactly, the Dale Gribble pocket sand, right? You could freaking, but also this thing is just a damn tank of a blade, right? I wish I had a scale or something because I could show you. This weighs a good, I'm gonna guess at least 6 ounces. Chuck it, knock someone in the head. Let's see. That's just from right there. You know what I mean? So imagine what that would do if someone was getting run up on you. 3 seconds after I got up, took cans back into this withdrawal, then tried back against give me a jump to it. Dang, Greg V, that's no good, brother, man. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Truly, no good. But yeah, right there, I got my Kaiser sheepdog, but it's in daggone pieces, man. But I figured out what was wrong with it after the help of the chat like a week and a half ago or last week or whatever it was. The lock bar is missing the detent ball. It seemed to have fallen out, so get it figured out. Jeez Louise, Greg V. That's good you got the truck up and running again though. But man, that sounds like a rough afternoon, brother. All right, what about between these two? What you taking? Ultratech or MSI? MSI. Yeah, I think it's a better EDC. The LUT. Check out the mess along gravity opening and closing malfunction. Knife. Hammer. Heck yeah. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, Tripped. I might have to check that out later. I hear you, Alex. That's a good point. Thompson 1 says the Ultratech. I do like the Ultratech. But I think I like this blade shape a lot, too. That blade shape's sick. Super functional. I've grown so much more to like a sheep's foot reverse Tonto, like that style of blade. More than just like a drop point. Dude, I've been drinking vitamin waters a lot lately. The mango is so good. Dude, I agree. I agree with the raptor look. It totally looks like a dinosaur. Yeah, that's a good point too, Alex. This spring is so strong in there. I love it. The blueberry pomegranate one is fire. That one's really good. Triple X is really good too. The dragon fruit one's really good. Ah, I love that blade, man. I think I'll probably carry this tomorrow. Hey, you too, Ron Crow. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for stopping by. Dude, that's one thing I'm super grateful for. My wife's pretty friggin' cool, man. She's a pretty cool lady. But yeah, you can't feel like a POW at home, man. That's no good, dog. I feel for you, brother, man. My first Magna cut too, so that's cool. Same, Andrew, same. She puts up with my crazy ass. Nah, yeah. Dude, Josh, totally. It's not like a term you hear every day, I guess, right? So. But shout out to everyone who served, that's for sure. Tenable model number 6. You still get a good forefinger on there. And a little choke, but a little hot spot if you choke right there. Hit that edge, man. A little smaller. But I prefer bigger size knives anyway. Yes, anyone who's ever served in a marriage. Shout out, bro. Shout out respect for the marriage soldiers out there. Solid $29 knife. How many tours of marriage? Yep. I'm on my first tour still. 7 years in. Solid $29 blade. Jeez Louise, Greg. But yeah, guys, I think it's about that time to call it a night. Been at it for almost 3 hours now. But yeah. So, we'll see. Yeah, coyote fever. There you go. Alright. Alright, everybody. You guys have a good night. Stay safe. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. Yeah, I know. Some Kenman shit, right, Josh? No. It's all good. Shout out to Kenman. The homie Kenman right there. Look at you right there. The homie Kenman, Big Red, Titanium Justin, Do Something Kind for Somebody, Ron Crow, who was in here, Oh Father, Weldon Carey, Lefty, EDC, got Kelly's Paracord, Splitting Slices, EDC Roundtable, Knives Fast, Matisfaction, Adventure 50, RJ's Blades, fucking Everyday City Carry, Blade Alchemy, Jimmy Crow, TKE, The Blades Edge, all the homies. Whatever. Yeah, Andrew, I'm going to check you out, brother, man. I appreciate you. We'll see you guys on the flip side and everyone else's lives. Reminds me of a Rolex joke. The girl was so ugly, my one night stance was so ugly, I chewed my arm off and left the Rolex to get away. There you go. Hey. Be safe, everybody. We'll see you guys later. Have a good night. Go get some rest or something. I don't know. Whatever it is. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Later, y'all.